Let me ask you something really quick. If you stopped coaching tomorrow, would money still come into your business or would your income immediately stop? Because this right here is where most coaches are stuck. They've built a time for money business session after session after session. And listen, coaching is powerful, but if you only get paid when you show up, you don't have a business. You have a very exhausting job. Now, here's the wild part. The coaching industry is expected to pass $20 billion globally. And yet, thousands of incredible coaches are struggling to make consistent income. Why? Because nobody ever taught them how to turn their knowledge into assets. And today we're fixing that because I had someone ask me recently, Liz, what is a digital asset and how do I actually make money with one in my coaching business? And when she asked this question, I thought, oh, girl, you are sitting on a gold mine and you don't even know it yet. So, in this video, I am going to show you what a digital asset actually is, why most coaches create the wrong ones, and three digital assets that sell the easiest if you are a coach. But I'm also going to show you something else, something I've never heard anyone explain this way before. And once you see it, you will never look at your expertise the same again. First, if you're new here, I'm Liz. I am a retired Army veteran, real estate investor, mom of four girls, and the creator of Income Ecosystems. And one of the biggest financial lessons I've learned in my life is this: assets create freedom, not hustle, not burnout, not grinding 24/7. Assets. Now, most people think assets mean things like real estate or stocks. And yes, those are incredible. But the fastest growing assets on the planet right now, digital ones. And if you are a coach, you are literally sitting on one. Let me explain. A digital asset is something you create once that can be sold over and over again online. Not inventory, no shipping, no employees, just your knowledge packaged into something valuable. And here's where it gets interesting. Most coaches think that they need to create some massive online course, 12 modules, 30 videos, 5 workbooks, a Facebook group, a certification program. Girl, by the time they finish creating it, they are tired. Their dog is tired. Their kids are tired. And guess what? Nobody buys it. And the reason is simple. People do not buy information. They buy speed. Let me ask you something. Have you ever Googled something like, how do I stop anxiety fast? Or how do I lose 10 pounds quickly? Or how do I stop attracting emotionally unavailable men? Hey, you weren't looking for a 400-page textbook. You wanted a solution and you wanted it fast. That is why simple digital assets sell well and complicated ones sit in the corner collecting digital dust. Now, here's something that might blow your mind. Studies show that over 85% of online courses make less than $1,000. Not because people don't want them, but because the creator made it too big and too complicated. So let me give you the three secrets to digital assets that actually sell. And if you're a health coach, relationship coach, life coach, business coach, mindset coach, this applies directly to you. Secret number one, your digital asset should solve one problem, not 10, not 20, one. People buy clarity. For example, one fitness coach created something called the 15-minute busy mom workout plan. That's it. Not a huge course, just a simple system. And she sold it for $37. And within 2 months, it generated over $9,000. Why? Because every busy mom on the planet thought, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I need. Now, let me ask you something. What problem do you solve so often that you could teach it in 30 minutes or less? Think about it, because that might be your first digital asset. Secret number two, the simpler the asset, the faster it sells. Let me give you a real example. A fertility coach I worked with used to sell a big $1,200 program, but people hesitated to buy. So we simplified it. We created a digital guide called the Fertility Preparation Blueprint. It helped women prepare their bodies for pregnancy. Simple, clear, valuable. The price, $97. And within her very first launch, she signed a $3,900 private client from that guide because the guide built trust. The guide showed expertise. The guide opened the door. This is what most coaches don't understand. Digital assets are not just income, they are client magnets. Secret number three, your knowledge is more valuable than you think. Seriously, most coaches are walking around with six figures of expertise in their head, but they treat it like it's nothing because it feels normal to them. Let me give you an example. A relationship coach created a workshop called How to Stop Attracting Emotionally Unavailable Men. She thought everyone already knew this stuff. 16 women bought it. Another client, a mindset coach, she created something called the 10-minute anxiety reset. That digital asset now sells every single week. And here's the crazy part. She almost didn't create it because she thought, this is too simple. But simple is exactly what people want. Now, I want you to pause for a second and really think about this. What do people constantly ask you for advice about? What do your friends call you about? What do clients tell you changed their life? Because whatever that is, that might be the beginning of a digital asset. And here's the part nobody talks about. Digital assets don't just make money, they multiply your impact. Instead of helping one person at a time, you help hundreds, thousands, maybe even millions. And the beautiful part, it keeps working for you while you're at the gym, while you're sleeping, while you're hanging out with your kids, or in my case, while I'm trying to survive life with 4 daughters, which honestly deserves its own reality show. But here's the real reason I love digital assets. They build income, options to build freedom, options to create something that belongs to them. And if you're a coach, you already have everything you need to create one. You just need the map. So if you want help figuring out exactly what digital asset you should create first, I made something for you. It's called the Expertise to Asset Map, and it helps you figure out what knowledge you should monetize, what digital asset to create, and how to turn what you already know into an income stream. I'll link it below for you. And I promise you this, once you start seeing your knowledge as an asset, you will never look at your expertise the same way again. Because here's the truth. You are not just a coach, you are a creator of assets. And once you learn that skill, your income will never rely on your time again. All right. If you're wondering what digital asset you should create first, watch this video next. I break down 10 digital assets coaches can create this weekend. If you love this video, make sure you subscribe because on this channel, we talk about income ecosystems, digital assets, and how women can build real financial freedom. And I'll see you in the next video.